I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm having a real hard time with fucking YouTube and YouTube shenanigans. I think, yes, and the window open a little bit, and I got some light coming in. I like to have a little bit of light coming in. Otherwise, it gets too dark in here. But every time I try to go live, and then I fill out the thing to go live, it fucks it up somehow, and I got to restart it all over again, and it's just pissing me off really bad. To the point where I'm thinking of going to StreamYard or OBS and just I don't know, gonna do it. There's a gift that's got to go into the gift box, and I found a 1935 Buffalo nickel in my stack, and I looked at it real close under a microscope. It has an F, as an F, under the date, and it's plain as day. You can see it with a microscope. I don't think you can really see it with a magnifying glass, but you can see it with a, let's see. Yeah, you probably can't see it in the plastic worth of shit either, but it's really, really difficult sometimes to. Oh, you can see it plain as day, even with a magnifying glass, just plain as day. There's an F under the 1935. Let me see if I can even, if we can go just like this and focus it and see. Come on. You see the F underneath that? There is an F underneath the date, and I don't know why that is. But that's a kind of a neat little error. Kind of a neat little error. All right. Now here, focus here. God, camera. So I had a good cigar the other day. I stopped at the tobacco shop and I was over in Mason City, picked up a couple cigars. I found another one from Drew Estate, or the Deadwood Tobacco Company, which is owned by Drew Estate, blah, blah, blah. But I picked up this one and smoked it. Come on. Wow. Camera, come on. Here. God, why is that being such a fucking dick? There. A Nica Rustica, Adobe size. Not a bad cigar. Not a bad cigar at all for, what was it, $7, $8? Not a bad cigar. Really good. All right, I just wanted to show you that. I try different cigars. And all of the six girls in the Drew Estates, hey, freaking awesome. Anyway, I try all of those cigars in the Drew Estate line. And those six girls, you know, the Sweet Janes, the Fat Bottom Betties, all the other ones. The best one out of all that bunch that I like the best are the Dominicanas. Far and away the best. They are the best out of those six. There are one smoke in there. I forget which one it was. Crazy Alice. That's just a short little rag cigar. It's good. It's good. I don't think the cigar warrants the price that it has, but it's good. Hey, Walter. Well, I'm having a day, let's put it that way, and it must be a blessed day because I woke up and I was still here. So, yeah, good to go. I do have two packages today open. Oh, did you see my thumbnail? The last two thumbnails are something that's going to happen this spring when the vegetation starts coming out. And those are ramps. Those are wild onions. They have a particular taste. It's like a little garlicky onion. The bulb is not very big, like marbles or a little bit bigger marble. And the leaves are very identifiable, and they're one of the first leaves that come up in the spring uh, in the ground. So look at those pictures and look up ramps and go on and dig them. They're very easy. Take a tile spade and just they're very easy. They're very nice. Um, they're great. It's like a hunting mushrooms in the spring. You know, it's a great little food to have one time a year, but they're really good. Add a lot of flavor to any dish. Any dish. Yes, and I have one from Angry Warrior Tackle Box, aka Cupcake, or aka Angry Warrior Tackle Box, or Taco, or any other of 1,000 names. But that's where I get these knives from. And I call that my Angry Warrior Tackle Box package opening tool. But I have 5 of them of different styles. Great little knives. They're just a handy little knife. They have neck knives. They have knives for your belt. Just hand. When I go out, I have a neck knife on, and I got it in my bedroom. But they're handy little knives. You can't carry a gun someplace, but you can carry a knife. You know, always got to have something on you. Always got to have something on you to protect you. And I guess I went on I got worked up a little bit about people with their faces in their phones all the time and not paying attention to the situation around them. I'll reiterate it now. If you're going to be attacked, if something's going to happen to you, something in your environment has changed. Something around you has changed. It's just up to you to notice what it is. So you can avoid the situation or be prepared for the situation, one or the other. But you can't do that with your face in your phone all the time. You got to put that thing down. I see so many people, and I mean, people that walk in front of buses and cars, people going in the shop in Walmart or wherever, and they're just staring at that fucking phone all the time. Quit doing that. Quit doing that. Is that what it is? Freaking awesome. James Earl Fraser is the F under the date. I never saw that before. I never noticed it before, but I never saw it. I thought that, and that one really stood out. And I thought that was really unusual. So, and I don't have a lot of Buffalo nickels. I might have 3 or 4. Now, at one time, I probably had more, but I concentrate more on war nickels, of course, because they're silver. Buffaloes aren't, but I do know there are type 1 and type 2. And so the ones I do get, I just look at now. So, like OFF. What is OFF? Off. Okay. Yeah, turn the phone off. Yeah. Look around you. Look at people. Smile at people. Smile at people. A lot of times that just makes a person's day, just being smiled at. I don't know, man. It's awful weird. I got to go out and wash some stuff yet out in the butchering room. I have to go out my well house. I have to get some lids for 5-gallon pails and wash them up. I need more lids for my 5-gallon pails because in my butcher room, mice get in there. Eventually, they get in there, come up through the drains, whatever. But if you leave anything out in plastic or paper, the mice will chew through it. So you have to put it in pails with lids on. And that's where all my spices and stuff goes, in pails with lids on. And you poison the mice, but there's still mice. So you have to get rid of them. And you have to protect what it is that you have. I've had bags of brown sugar chewed through, and that taught me a lesson. So everything goes into pails with lids, and certain pails have certain lids that fit. So I gotta pile them. So when I take them off of pails, I keep them. I don't use them hardly for anything, but I keep them anyway. So I got to wash them and find out which ones fit different pails. Then I can, a little OCD. Yeah, I know. Just a little OCD. Hi, Scotty. How are you doing, buddy? Well, I would appreciate if everybody hits a like when they do come in, and don't forget about it, because most of my videos get about 5 or 6 likes. I think I've had one that got 14 at one time. Whatever. We're gonna open Angry Warrior Tag Box's package here. That was just a little side thing there. We're gonna open this up. There we go. We got one little item in there. I'm not even quite sure what it is anymore. It's a slab, looks like. So that's something different. I don't remember getting a slab, but I'm sure it did or something. It is I'm going to guess it's a Canadian something or another. Yep, it is the Bigfoot. It's a Numis slab, elegance in protection. Never saw that. Never saw that one before. Have you guys ever seen a Numis slab? I never have. But it's the Bigfoot privy. It's one privy that I didn't have. So it doesn't matter if it's in a slab or not, but being in a slab, that's pretty nice. See, now look at, it's got a little, everything is Numis Coins and Stamp Protection.com. So obviously you can buy slabs for any coin. But that's for a reverse proof maple, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think all of my maples, all of my privy maples are in slabs. It might be in capsules, but it's nice to have this one in a slab. Now I know that I can get slabs for all of them, and then that way I can put them in a box. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And then we have one package from, this one is from Cash Money. Hold up a second. We're not, wow, that light really blows, doesn't it? There, we'll leave it like that so we can see a little better. The light from the screen is really bad. I turn it all the way down, all the way up, and it doesn't make a difference. I don't know. Hit it again. All right, we're going to open this one up. It says it's fragile also. I try to open them up so I can use them again. Always try to open them up so I can use them again. Just like that. You see? And then that way I can use them again. Uh-oh, taped in there. Oh, we're taped in there good this time. Yep, you hear it? There we go. Got it. Just like that. Take that off there because that's I do the same thing. And it helps. It keeps things from sliding around in there. And then that way it's really hard to tell what's in there. You know what? I think I'm going to start another LLC. Huh. There it is. So see, this package right here has two addresses on the other side. So obviously he reuses these also. Wow, man. He reuses these also. And there's MLZB's address on there and Lady Bluegrass's address on there. So he reuses these all over again too. If they get bad enough, then he just uses them for packaging. That's all right. That's why I do the same thing. I take the addresses off, but anyway, it doesn't really make that much difference. I have their addresses anyway, so. But I guess if you didn't want somebody to have it, probably best to black them out or whatever. I don't know. Where are we at here? Yeah, not that one. That was just a piece of tape. All right, what do we got? Come on here. Where are we at? I think we're just going to have to cut it. I think we're just going to have to cut it. Maybe I got it right, too. I might get, yeah, I did. I got it right. Come on, get out of there. Oh, look at dimes. I got a bunch of dimes. Oh, I know. This is a bin. This was a bin. Yes, it was. I forget how many dimes I actually binned. Count them. Let's count them. I forgot how many I actually binned. 4, 5, 10. Come on, you. Could this be a $5 face? Could be $5 face. I don't know. One too many on there. Yeah, it could be $5 face. I think that's what this was. This was a bin. I didn't win anything. I just binned something. Yep, that's what it is. $5 face. Oh, there you go. That's a pretty good little pile. That'll go back. I need more. I actually need more dimes than I need quarters. And I need more 50-cent pieces too. But if you count the Kennedys and Benjis I got, the Kennedys and the Benjis, I got a good pile of halves. I do need more dimes. And I'll take the Rosies any day because I think I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rolls. 10 rolls of Rosies. And I got these. I don't know how many rolls I got. I know I got 10, at least 10 rolls. And 2 or 3 rolls of Mercs. But as far as silver content, I would rather have the Rosies than the Mercs. But you know how that goes. I'll take what I can get for the cheapest amount that I can get. You know me, I'm just a stacker and a Canadian collector. But I did go through a lot of my American stuff. I try to buy if I'm going to buy American stuff, I try to buy. Come on, you quit being a dick. I try to buy. Is this thing? I don't know if it is or not. Oh, it wasn't. I try to buy. Where was I at? Oh, I try to buy silver as cheap as possible, but everybody does that. But when it comes to American stuff, because I collect Canadian, you know that. When it comes to American stuff, if I'm going to stack that stuff, I want American commemorative coins, commemorative dollars, but I'd like to have them proof condition. I really don't. I have a few BUs, but I really put them in the 90% stuff. The BUs have a little bit more premium, a little bit more resale value if you're going to sell them that way. I would rather have proof coins, proof American commemoratives if I'm buying them. I don't have a lot of ASEs. I think I got, let's look. I sold a lot of ASEs back when they were bringing, 36. I don't know. I sold them. I gave the money to my daughter for the down payment on her house. And that's what we do. I got 6 tubes of type 1. I got 1 tube of type 2s. Almost 2 tubes of type 2s. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got 1, 2, 3 tubes. So 9 tubes of Eagles. Oh no, that's 3 coin set. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 24, 24. So there's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tubes plus 2. But I sold $20,000 worth. Well, yeah, off. Okay. OFF. Okay. Whatever. But it has to have. What is a repellent that we used to get in the Army all the time? We used to get Army insect repellent when Lyme disease was a big thing. And it said right on the can, do not apply directly to skin. May cause cancer. And what did we do? Apply it directly to our skin. I can't remember the chemical. What's the chemical that's in it that we were not supposed to put on our skin? I can't believe I can't think of it right now. But hey, you know what? $5 face of dimes is not bad. And I'll bet I got them for underspot. I'll bet I got them for underspot. Sometimes MLZB and Cash Money have some great bins. And when it comes to the auctions, I know what I can spend, what I can't spend, and what stuff is worth. And when it gets to be a little bit much, then I'll back out. But a lot of times I'll have some great bins. And if you're first with a bin in a package or in a chat, you're going to get it. Off mosquito repellent. Yeah. God, I can't remember that. I'm going through now. Now I'm going through coppers. That tube is full. I'm not going to. I kind of like those tubes. But I got a pile of coppers. And then those are all just that tube and that bunch are the unpainted. I got a whole bunch of painted ones here. And I'm sure this isn't all of them. I'm going to have to find some more. Here are the painted ones. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 painted ones. We got some nice ones. Libertad. I know I got more of these someplace. There's 2 of them in there. And you got that bass fishing one with the flag on the back. And then you got the prospector one. And then you got the Libertad ones. It goes along with that triangle. And then you got, oh, there's another one. 2. See, there's 4 of them. I told you I had more. 4 of them. And then there's another one of those. So those are the colored ones. And I looked at this. I don't have too many bars. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. 5 bars. None of them painted. That's the bills, the like $500 bill or whatever. And these 2 are the United States of America, the Liberty Head Copper, the Liberty ones, and then I got another one. This is the $1 one. I don't know. It's a $1 one. Those are weird. And then I have 1 5-ounce alien. Or no, the Kraken. I got a 5-ounce Kraken with the ship's wheel on it. And then I don't know where this one came from. It doesn't have a weight on it, doesn't have anything. Just a little bitty piece of sunshine. I don't know where that one came from either. Where is that one? Oh, here's another colored one. Yeah, I forgot this one. Another colored round. You can't see it, but it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Am I upside down? No, I'm right side up. Come on, you dick. Yeah, there you go. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Copper round. I knew I had one sitting there someplace. But yeah, those are kind of cool. I'd like to get some more coppers, but copper's going up. I don't know. Have to see. All right. Hey, Spokane, how are you doing, buddy? We got a Bigfoot privy maple. I can get it to focus. There you go. And you know those are all reverse proof. So, and I got $5 worth of Rosie dimes. Those are my 2 packages I got today, and then I was just inventorying. I'll get these inventoried tonight, the coppers, but I have to look out in the other safe and see. I had to bring something else in. I forgot what it is. I got to bring in. I think I got most of my American stuff gone through at this point. It's taken me a week, but I sit here at night and I listen to streams. I'm just sitting there lurking, but I'm working also at the same time. Damn, there that goes. All right. I'm working at the same time, and I think and a lot of times I'm up till 3 in the morning. I think I went to bed last night at 2. And then I'll sleep until what I slept. I slept until 10 today, from 3 to 10, and I got a lot of stuff inventoried, and now we're gonna have to start going through Canadian stuff and re-inventorying that. And I'm glad I kind of keep some of that stuff separate. Like the double dollar sets are separate. The 50% is separate. The animal coins are all separate. The wildlife coins. All of my sets, that's what I got to look for. The sets in the Canadian that are missing 1 or 2 coins to complete the set. I got to get those out, and I got to complete those sets. Yeah, the alien glowing. Well, the alien is cool. I really wanted one of them. I wanted one of these Krakens because I got so many Krakens from Kraken. As a matter of fact, I have a Kraken channel pour coming from Kraken. He had 2 of them made, and I'm getting 1. And I have this Kraken, and I have that Kraken on that brass base that I've showed you before. Plus, I have some. I think I have silver 1-ounce Krakens, and I might even have a Kraken bar. I'm going to have to put all that stuff together in a set. I think. I think it'd be more collectible as a set. And I have my First Special Service Force Canadian set. Oh, I'm missing 1 coin, I think, out of there. I'm missing a 1/4 ounce gold. And I have to find that one. I'll get that one. I get Songbirds of Canada. I'm missing 1. Canoes Across Canada. I think I got them all. Canada in Flight. I think I'm missing a couple. Transportation Series. And that was part of the transportation ship for the other part. I'm missing some of that series. And I don't know which other series I have. There's all kinds. And that's the one neat thing about Canadian coins is there's a coin or a series of coins that appeal to anyone. There is no way that I can collect all of them. No way. It's like the maples with privies on, the reverse proof. There are, I'm told, 80 some of those, and I only have like 31, 32. I'll never get them all. Never. But my collection will be pretty good collection. It won't be the best, but it'll be pretty good collection. I don't know. I see we got a little dusting of snow last night, and my cat Turnip, she's in the shed because she stays where it's nice and warm. She has food, she has water, she has a litter box, she's got a nice warm place to sleep. And I go down, I let her out. And if she wants to stay out at night, I let her stay out. If she wants to come back in, I let her come back in. But as I was leaving the house to go get my pickup to go check the mail and stuff, I see cat tracks in my yard. So I got another cat around here. I knew I had a tomcat. Um, we called him Buster. He's a wild cat, and you're not going to get anywhere within 10 feet of him. But I feed him, and he sticks around, and you don't see him. He's a gray and white. Well, he's a white with gray. Let's put it that way. Fluffy cat. And you're just not going to get, I tried. I'll be sitting in my shop on my chair, and I'm working on something. And as long as I'm not looking up and looking at him, he'll sneak into the shop through the open door, and he'll sit there and he'll eat if he's hungry out of Turnip's bowl. But if Turnip sees him, she'll kick his ass out. But he'll come in, he'll sneak in if you're not looking at him, and that's like 5 feet away. But as soon as you raise your head and look at him, and like speak to him softly, speak to him, boom, out the door he goes. So you're not getting close to that cat. I could set a box trap and catch him, but I don't know how I would tame him down. I'd have to wear some heavy gloves, heavy pants, heavy shirt to try and get him out of that trap. I could leave him in the trap and feed him through the wire, or just lift the door a little bit and put food in there. But and keep him close to me, like right next to me or a foot away or whatever, and just go about what I'm doing, and don't pay him any attention. Just leave him in the trap. I don't know if that would work or not, but that would be one way to do it. I'm not sure I want to put in the effort, and I'm not really sure I want to disrupt his lifestyle. He's been a wildcat his whole life, so might as well let him be a wildcat. I don't know. Hey, Seth, how are you, buddy? I was just showing a couple packages. One I got from Angry. I knew I wanted this one because I didn't have it. There are other ones, Canadian stuff that Steve has or Angry has or Stack Ann has that I have already, but I didn't have this one. The one with the Bigfoot privy. You can see him, but it's in a Numis capsule, and I didn't know they made capsules generics like that, but I guess they do, which is a good idea. I don't mind that at all. But that makes me want to get capsules from Numis to put the rest of my privy coins in, just to put them in a box and organize them by year. Hey, what the hell? And then from Cash Money, I got a bin. I got $5 face value worth of rosies. And that's all I got today. That's all I got today. But no, I just telling people I've been doing inventory of all my American stuff. And I do buy some American. And I have ASEs. But the other American I have are commemorative dollars, and I like to have them proof. I have several BUs. I would rather have them proof. just for the collector value. That's all. It's definitely not for the silver value, but just the collector value for the American stuff. And even though it has a little bit higher collector value, being proof, it still has a $1 face value. So, and it's what, 0.73 ounces, 0.73. So it's 3/4 of an ounce. Yeah, 3/4 of an ounce about. So it's still got silver value. It's still got a numismatic value, and it has a collector value. So anyway, that's a lot of what's going to happen. And I've been the last week, I think, staying up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, re-inventorying that stuff because you get so much of it, you just throw it in a box and you forget about it and you don't inventory it. Well, I got that all done last night, and now I'm starting to work on coppers. But this will be a short inventory for coppers because I don't have that much. I would like to have a lot more coppers, but the thing is, the price is starting to go up on copper now. So, I scrap a lot, like dehumidifiers, humidifiers, washers, dryers, refrigerators, um, stoves, dishwashers, whatever. I'll pick it up off the side of the road, take it home, take it apart, separate the steel, separate the stainless steel, separate the cast iron, separate copper, aluminum, and then there's some stuff I can rebuild. Like I just got a charbroil grill, 2-burner, tables on each side that fold down. It's a gas. Somebody threw it in the trash. One of the tables they had busted off, and it was wrenched. You could tell, so I straightened it out as best I could, and I bolted it. And I got some screws from the hardware store, and it was greasy like a bitch, man. I don't know. People don't. I spent 2 days cleaning that thing. Soap, water, degreaser, steel wool, a scraper, one piece missing underneath, that the grease strips into that little pan. So I made one. I actually went to Harbor Freight and bought a spot welder so I could spot weld that tin and make that little tin box that slides under there for the grease. And I'm going to give it to my daughter. All told, without the spot welder, all told, it cost me 27, 28 bucks to rebuild it and a little bit of time to clean it. And now my daughter's going to have a great charbroil grill. All she's got to do is get a gas cylinder for it. I'm not going to give her my gas. I guess I could. Doesn't make any difference. The only thing I use gas for anymore, little cylinders, the 20-pounders is for, I have a big smoker cabinet that I'll put 20-pounders on there. And I have, I have a burner that sits underneath a cauldron that I have that you can heat up like fried down pork, fry the grease out of it, or you can use that cauldron to make cabbage sauerkraut out of, or whatever. But I got heat under that too. So yeah, you're lucky, Walter, that you can get all that extra wire. I I just kind of pick up stuff off the side of the road. I'll go into town with my trailer because I got a 1-ton single axle dump trailer, and I'll just load or my pickup and drive it around town. If I see something, I'll just pick it up. If it's out on the curb, it's mine, and I'll scrap it. But if I can fix it, then I'll fix it. Like somebody threw away a stove, a glass top stove. One of the controls didn't work for the oven. It cost $60, $66 for a new control. I fixed it. It's sitting in my butchering room now. I'll sell that. I don't really need it in my butchering room. It's taking up space. Of course, I have a plug for it and everything. It's hooked up, and I've used it for heating up large pots of water. I put 5-gallon containers of honey in there to heat it up, so to unsugar it, because honey gets sugared and hard. So you have to liquefy it again to pour it off into quarts. But now that I've quit raising bees, I've done that to my last 5 gallons of honey, and I'm done using it for that. So I don't know. I'm going to have to advertise it, I guess. I don't know. 100 pounds, man. And at, what is copper now? Clean copper, number one, $5 a pound. I have to go out and look at the paper, but that's $50. And they're just throwing it away. And I can't believe the amount of silver that gets thrown away. And granted, the items that the silver is in, there's maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 grams of silver in it, like an old phone. I got an old cell phone because the girl thought I needed a new one for Christmas. And the other one works just fine. It's got a cracked screen, but I could still use it. They thought I needed a new one, so they got me a new one. All right, how much silver is in that phone that I'm not going to throw away? And I have a flip phone that's completely usable. I charge it up, and I get addresses, phone numbers off it sometimes. I have a pad. It's not an iPad, but it's another pad. That's perfectly usable, but the software can't be updated on it. So you can still use it, but my girls thought that it's too old. You can't, you got to have the newest. No, I don't need a pad. I don't. I have my desktop computer right here. My wife has her, and she's an Apple gal. So she has an Apple Watch and an app. It does all of her health apps on it. She's got her laptop. She's got her iPhone. So she has all of her stuff. I have this old desktop. I have that old pad I can use if I need to. If I need to stream, I can use this phone, I guess. I could have used the other one too, but it was just slower, that's all. $4. There we go. I knew it was up there somewhere. And I just got done selling, a couple months ago I sold, $100 worth of copper wire. I still have some armatures out there I got to heat up and burn the glue off of and stuff. But electric motors, yeah, man. I had a pile of aluminum off of, and there were 3 motors in there, plus the compressors out of dehumidifiers. I had 4 dehumidifiers. And you cut top off the compressor, take that armature out of there. It's just loaded with copper wire. Granted, you got to drain the oil and all that stuff, but it's not a big deal. You know what I use that oil for, don't you? I'll take that oil out of those compressors and I'll put it all over my hay rack just to preserve the wood. So there's a use for everything. But hey, Mike for Democracy, how are you, buddy? There's a use for everything, but people just throw stuff, man. They don't fix it anymore. There is no idea of how to reuse it for something else, for a different purpose. Just throw it. Well, for people like us who scrap and can actually turn something into something else for a different purpose, it's a gold mine, man. It's a gold mine. Mike for Democracy, did you see what Fervent sent me Did I do the stream yesterday or the day before? If you sit here for just a second or two, I'll walk into the other room and get it. It's beautiful. And Block had kind of the same thing on his stream last night. And I told him I'd take it, but I think he's going to make it into a display for some of his glowing. Oh, come on. God damn. And I fucking broke that. The old lady's going to be real fucking happy about that shit. God damn it. Fuck. Oh well, I'll glue it. Fuck it. This box. It's a beauty. But look at the coins, and I had to take the individual coins out of the boxes and all that shit. But this is the half ounce, and I can't tip it up vertical because they'll fall out. But these are the half ounce coins, and I can kind of explain them to you. The colorized maple leaf. This is Niagara Falls. That's Royal Canadian Mounted Police Officer, and that's a Inukshuk up here. And then down here I put the wildlife. So I got a beaver, timber wolf, caribou, polar bear. Here's an orca. And then these three are the seasons of Canada. This is like jumping off of piers and swimming and stuff. And that one is a horse-drawn sleigh in the wintertime. And then the last one is the hockey half ounce. And that one comes out, and then this one comes out, and he sent me these 7. And these are all ounces. These are a tribute to the currency of Canada. What do I got over here? Is that a hair? Wow. Looks like a fish hook. The currency of Canada. So there's a 1 ounce silver penny, 1 ounce nickel, beaver nickel, 10 cent, 1 ounce blue nose. There's the 1 ounce 25 cent caribou. There's the 1 ounce shield, 50 cent piece, the 1 ounce loonie, and then a 1 ounce toonie that has a polar bear on. And then not only that, but you take all of the COAs out and put them in these protective holders on the bottom. I just got to find 5 more coins to put in here, a set. 1 ouncers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But this is kind of like, this is what Block wants to do with his glowies. It's kind of what Block wants to do with his glowies. And then I set it up and display it like this. I will display it like that on the shelf. So let me take this back over there. And this is a really nice box too. But he's got another box kind of like this. But it was made for like a 10 ounce bar over here and then other bars over there. So I don't know what he's going to do with that. He was thinking about balsa wood and velvet and all kinds of stuff. And that's what this has got. This has got velvet and plastic, and All right, let's see if I can put this up here without fucking this up again. Oh. And then I'm going to have to get the fucking damn, man. Oh, of course. I'm going to have to get the glue out. And I don't know where the glue is at. But I have glue. I have glue down in my shop that should take care of that. I'm just going to have to clamp it together for a little bit. Damn. That's all I needed, was just to bust that thing. And of course it breaks right at the weakest point. It breaks right at the weakest point. So I'll have to glue it. That's just the way it is. That's the way stuff goes. That's the way stuff goes. All right. I think that's you no, I don't need gifts. I don't need gifts, but I'm buying those coins from Furvid. The half ounces I got paid for this month. The ounces I'll pay for next month. He sent the box, though. He said, you really need the box to put those coins in. Okay, well, the box is nice. I know it. And he got it from work, I think, or did he get it from the mint? I'm not sure how he got that, but you did not what? Yeah, that's a beautiful box. It's a beautiful presentation box. Just and it fits so nicely with those coins that I bought. It fits so nicely with them. I just have to find a set of 5 coins, 1 ounces, that fit in that bottom tray that kind of go with the numismatic tribute coins. I got to think about that for a while. Okay, Walter. See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to have to look in the Canadian stuff and see what I have. We were talking about the privy coins. I think Canada started the privies, but anyway, Tarragonsu has a collection of them. I think he said there's 80 some. He has 80 some. And I counted mine. I've only had like 31. And so I know I'll never have all of them. I can finish some of the sets that I have. There are sets that I have I need 1 coin or 2 coins for. I'll finish those sets, but I'll never get all of the privy coins. And then I think, what was it? Was it Australia or Britain or England or Mexico started putting privies on their coins? I think it was like the Kookaburras or the Libertads. I'm not sure. Britannia did that for several. Even America did that for a few coins. So the Canadian Mint, like I say, the Canadian Mint, their packaging, their presentations, beautiful, better than anybody else. They have a series or coins that appeal to just about everyone. If you can't find something from the Canadian Mint you like, you don't like anything too much. And then the other thing I talked about, Mike, was I found a new cigar from Deadwood Tobacco Company. It was this one right here. Nica Rustica, the Adobe. It was a pretty good cigar. It wasn't sweet like the other six girls were. Um, the Sweet Jane, the Fat Bottom Betty, the Crazy Alice, the Leather Rose, the Dominicana, and what was the other one? The Girl with No Name. Those six, the best out of those six is Dominicana, in my opinion. And then I found that one. That one is not a sweet cigar, but it's pretty good from Deadwood. So you have all the coops without privies. Okay. And then you're going to start collecting them with privies, right? Make us a side set. If I was collecting coops, I would do that. But I don't understand why kooks are so popular. I like the koalas myself, but and I looked and I even have a quokka. I got a quokka. One of them. But I have more koalas than I have kooks. I think I got one kook left. When I was racing, people were taking the kooks. I have one kook left, a 2022, I think. No, two. I got a 2024 too, a P125 2024 kook. But that's in that collection. I did make that collection, the P125 collection. I got bars, I got rounds, I got 5 ounces, 10 ounces, whatever, with the P125. The only thing I don't have is the gold for the P125. Yes, now there are too many privies. I agree with you. I'm 100%. The collectability of privies just went woo, just like that, in my opinion. But 152, we are going to end this at 2:00 because my wife will be home. I have my comfies on yet. I haven't even put pants on. So I got to put pants on. Go outside. Go do something. I got to do a little spot welding and let the cat out, feed her. I got to clean up some stuff in the butcher room, and I have to put all of my panning stuff, my panning station, back together so we can start panning. They had to put it all away for deer hunting because, of course, we're going to be using the butchering room to butcher deer and process meat. So all that stuff had to go away. So I put that all away. And now I got to get it all back out again. Well, after butchering, and everybody took their meat and everything's gone now, I still had to make jerky. So I made the jerky. Now I got that cleaned up. I just got to clean out my the trays. I got to clean the trays on my dehydrator and clean out the dehydrator inside, and done for another season. But I still have to wash some stuff in there. But I can put my panning station back together. Yeah, I know. There's always something to do. There's always something to do. I'm getting a lot of ash in the wood stove again, so I'm going to have to clean that out and put ash in the barrel. I was pretty fortunate this year. I had like a barrel and a half of ash and charcoals and stuff. And with the snow and the ice that we had, I would fill up two 7-gallon pails and take it out and throw it on the driveway, in the shed, driveways, the house driveway, out by the wood stove, all over, for traction for vehicles, and because it's dark, it'll attract the sun and melt the ice. And you can see the results now. It's been 3 or 4 days above 30 degrees, 31, 32 degrees, and everything is just melted. It's gone. Gone. Oh, Block is here. Now he comes and shows up. Now he comes and shows up. Look what I got, Block. $10 or $5 face value of Rosie Dimes. And from Angry Warrior Tackle Box, I got a Sasquatch privy. I got to get up here so it'll. Yep, Sasquatch privy. Didn't have one, but I got one now. And then we were talking about your little problem with your box. Let me go get it again. Hold up a second. I'll show you. The one that Fervid sent me is kind of like what you want to do. So, oh, man, god damn. What a... I'm having a hell of a day. Hell of a day so far. This is kind of what you want to do with your box. Now I got to put these back in here. That one goes down here. That goes over there. He goes up there. He goes up there. What is this one? That's my wolf. This is kind of what you want to do with yours, I think. Yeah. All right. We got this tray, and those are half ounces, but they don't fit tight. They don't fit tight. And this is right here. That's velvet covered, but it's take these out. It feels like wood, thin wood, or plastic, and I don't think that comes out of there. It might be plastic. Hold up a second. Let's check, because that's the half ouncer, and these are the ounces that go in there. 2 trays. All right, and then you got, they make those little inserts for your COAs, and they just fit in the bottom. All right, so let me take these out for a second, and we're going to see if that insert comes apart right here. Let me just put this out of the way. We'll put this over here. And see, it's got that little tab on there. That's how you pull it up. But I don't know if this will come out. It feels like it's plastic. The way it bends. You see the way it bends? I don't know if you can see it or not, but it bends. It feels like it's a plastic, a heavy plastic. See, you can see it. I don't know if you can't see it, but it bends. Let me turn it this way. It bends. It could be a real thin wood. It reminds me of a plastic. And then it's just real, and I don't have one of your black lights, so I can't tell if this fluoresces or not. I'm sure the dirt would, but that's what it feels like. It feels like a plastic. And I think that might be glued in, but let's just see. Nope, that comes out. Hold up. All right. You see how this is made? It's glue, but there's a rubber seal around there. And that rubber seal does come out. But it's just a little rubber seal there. And this is plastic. See that? That is plastic. And it does have that real fine felt on it. So that's how those things are built. So that might give you an idea of what you can do with your box. There, see, and that rubber, that just fits around there, and that fits that plastic in there tight like that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm not real thrilled with that rubber, that rubber cement on the bottom, because that didn't hold anything in anyway. Because they didn't put any weight on here so that it would hold. But there you go, man. I thought that was a perfect idea. That's why I said last night, just wait till I send you pictures. But now I don't have to send you pictures because you're here. All right, so let's take this out and put this back together here. And the coins do not fit tightly in there. They just lay in there like that in the capsules. So where's my Looney and Toonie? 50, I think they go here. And he goes up there. Penny, nickel, dime. And that's Mr. Toonie there. That's my caribou there. That's my beaver here. Just like that. Uh-oh. I don't want that piece of stuff in there. And that fits in there so nice. And like I say, you know, if you want to display it, I do display it. Like this. I will take it out. And I will set it up just like that. You don't want to go any more this way because all those coins will fall out, but it's tilted back just a little bit. You can see all these coins. And you don't have to worry about it if you don't touch it. If kids don't touch it, if nobody touches it, you're fine. Otherwise, it just sits in there like that, and you're good. Works fine. It's the same company made the box. It's just yours is made for something else. That's all. So I don't know. I think you got a great idea, but I think you can do it out of plastic and velvet, thin velvet, plastic, maybe a piece of rubber to go around it to hold it in. You don't need the rubber, but makes it nice. Count it. No, you don't have to look. No, count, man. Look at that. There's 12 half ounces. That's 6 ounces. There were 6 in the bottom. That's 12 ounces of silver. That's all. How much is that set worth? I know what I'm going to pay for it. Well, I paid for half of it already, but the fingerprints off of this thing. There, that looks a lot better. It's pretty. It's a pretty box. It's a pretty presentation. Good storage actually, but it's too pretty to be actually too pretty to be a storage box, I think. Too pretty to be for just storage. All right, there we go. It's back. Now I gotta fix that other thing, but oh. All right, that's it. That's all we're doing today, guys. That's all we're doing today. So we will see you on the streams here shortly. We'll see you on the streams. I'm going outside now. I got to fix my wife's little sign there and do some spot welding. All right. We'll see you later. Peace out, you guys.